You're watching Creekbox TV.
Good evening, everyone. Welcome to Creekbox TV. I'm Alan Hanley. We're live here on Sports Talk. I got two good friends with me tonight. I got the athletic director and defensive coordinator, my buddy, the long arm of the law, Little Wimp.
You're going to get that one in.
Yes. Every Friday night. And then I got the defensive secondary coach, and also he helped coach the defense and the girls basketball team head coach, Coach Chase Daniels. Man, we appreciate y'all taking the time to come, man. I tell you, probably the best game I've seen in several years in Clinch County. That it takes me back to the Eagles landing, when we beat the Eagles landing back. I guess that was 10. Was it all the way back in 10
Yeah,
years
that was 10.
ago?
Yep.
I mean, the excitement, that was unreal. And, you know, coming off such a bad loss where, you know, where the kids just kind of just quit in the second half, you know, to a good Brooks. They're not taking us away. Brooks has got a great team. Man, and the people know, why can't we do that every week, man?
Ask Winston.
Yeah, that's a good question. And, you know, just like you tell anybody else that's asked, that's kind of been, you know, what's been kind of frustrating about all year long is, you know, that potential's there.
That's right.
And you know, they just come out, they decided they were going to play, and they followed our game plan and just, you know, played Panther football.
Man, one thing that I stands out is the tackling, and man, we played aggressive, and we had pep all night. I mean, it looked like Panther football, and that's the only game. You know, we've won some games, and it's been exciting, but man, you know, and I guess y'all knew you had to play that way to be competitive with Irwin.
Oh, yeah.
Because Irwin was. I mean, what did y'all do anything different on defense?
As far as defensively, no, not really. I mean, we run our base package that we've been, you know, running all, well, not all year, all for the past, you know, 10 years.
That's
you
right.
know, nothing really different or out of the ordinary. It's just, you know, we lined up and we played football.
Well, Chase, I know, man, the corners, I mean, they played great all night. They come up, they were making contact behind the line of scrimmage or at the line, and there were no missed tackles all night. I mean, did y'all work on tackling, or it just like, I mean, it's like a light bulb. It just clicked Friday night.
It's not that we worked on it any more than we usually have. We just challenged the kids to finally set the edge and come up. We knew they were going to be run heavy, and the kids just responded.
Well, man, watching film with the kids this week, I know, you know, y'all said, look, we've been telling you all year, you know, we can play this way. And man, I firmly believe if we play this way the rest of the year, that Clinch County can beat anybody. Anybody.
Well, we proved that Friday night.
That's
I mean, you know,
Beat the number one team in the state.
Irwin's probably got, you know, some of the top athletes in the state, you know, and we shut them down as far as running the ball. You know, they didn't attempt to pass it much, but you know, they come in with the mindset that they were going to run the ball, and we were able to stop them. You know,
and they were
nobody else has done
I
that.
mean, you know, the coach was a little leery. You know, before the game, Tim talked to him. You know, he said, look, you know, when you come to Homerville, you know, you always got to strap your chin strap on.
That's
but
right.
man, did they do anything that? I mean, did their game plan, were you shocked that their game plan, what they, you know, I thought they would try to throw the ball a little bit more on us, you know, other than running, because we're so big up front. I mean, did that shock you any?
Man, you know, you've seen earlier in the year, Irwin has, they've tried to throw the ball more this year. They've got out of their wing tees package and got in spread and threw the ball around. But man, Irwin is a power run team.
That's right.
And you know, when it's time for the rubber to meet the road, you know, they're going to run the ball. So.
Well, I thought, man, they tried to get outside more. Usually it was the opposite. Irwin always, you know, they're going fullback, then outside the jet, then come back with the scissors. I didn't see that none all night.
Well, that's one thing we preached all week, you know, or every week, every time we play Irwin, is stopping the inside run first. Right. And, you know, if they can establish that fullback run, then everything else works, you know. So that's one thing that we always preach playing Irwin. So, and like you say, we have, you know, this year, you know, we have the size and the ability to stop that inside run, you know.
That's
so
right.
that was one advantage we thought we had.
Kind of played into our hands.
Man, you know, and you sit there, we're doing the game, and you know, you're coming off the Brooks game, and you're saying, man, because, man, we had spots in the Brooks game where, you know, we drove down the field,
Oh, yeah.
first possession inside the 10-yard line, and then after halftime, we come out, we drive, you know, we just did with penalties and turnovers.
That's right.
And special teams. I mean, you take that away against Brooks, and it's a, you know, one possession game.
That's right.
You know, and we're sitting there doing the game, and I'm saying, man, let's get to halftime, you know. And then I said, man, we got to come out that first possession. And, you know, because Irwin, you're waiting for but man, the stats. Irwin got 1 first down in the second half.
Man, that's what I heard. That's
first down.
That's always good.
You know, time of possession, you know, I don't know what it was, but, you know, when you don't give it 1 first down, you don't have the ball
You
much.
don't have much. Nope, you don't.
You know, and we had a goal line stand early, and you know, down there with Irwin, man, and man, that's always exciting when you do that with the kids pumped up at halftime.
Yeah, they were very focused and intent on what they needed to do to make adjustments for the second half.
You know, and man, not to take nothing away against Lanier, because you know Lanier had never beaten Clinch County, but it's going to happen one day. We all know that. How do you come off beating the #1 team in the state, and then you go into a, you know, Lanier started the season 3-0, I think, but now as the year has went on, you know, of course, they've kind of fell off a little bit. I mean, it's hard to keep the focus this week.
Lakeland kind of got bit like us. They were rolling along pretty good there, and then they got shut down. They missed a couple of games, and then once they started back in region play, they just never was able to turn that corner again. But man, the thing was Lakeland is just what you said. We're 15 miles apart. Everybody knows everybody, and you know, our boys know that they would never hear the end of it if we're the team that
be the first.
Yeah, you don't want to be the first.
That's right.
And they know Lakeland's going to play us like it's their Super Bowl.
Well, they did last year.
They do every year.
You know,
I mean,
last year, you know, we were what, 8-1, 9-1. We went to Lakeland, and I mean, it was a good game till the end of the third. You know, we got up 2 touchdowns, and then they matched us score for a while.
That's right.
Well, I've been preaching, don't overlook on their score with Irwin at halftime was 12-0. Lanier.
Yeah, that ain't bad then, is it?
And they had Irwin blocked 3 punts that Lanier had that night. So you take those away, and you know they kind of got the snake bitten like we did in Brooks with special teams that night.
That's right. Well, man, that's going to lead us into our first break, and we're going to come back and talk some more Panther football about the Irwin County game, and then we're going to talk some more about the Lanier game. We'll be back in just a second.
For the best pizza and wings in town any day of the week, check out Huey's One Stop in Homerville. Drop by, fuel up, and let Mr. Nick Patel and staff serve you some mouth-watering pizza and wings that you won't soon forget. Or just take that favorite pizza and box of wings home. Call 912-487-2338 to order your pizza and wings every Friday night after the game. Huey's One Stop, 193 Church Street, Homerville. Lutz, Brown, Pigler, and Manley Insurance Agency is locally owned and has been a part of the Homerville, Clinch County community for many years. We make it a priority to know our clients on a personal basis and take pride in customizing insurance coverage for the particular needs of each customer. We offer all lines of insurance, including auto, home, business, life insurance, annuities, and bonds. Lutz, Brown, Pigler, and Manley Insurance Agency, East Dame Avenue, Homerville. Go Panthers! Mike's Golf Carts and Power Sports in Douglas has the cheapest prices in South Georgia and a huge inventory of new and used gas and electric golf carts and off-road vehicles. Mike's also has parts and accessories and proudly serves customers across the states of Georgia, Florida, and Alabama. Whether you stop into our store or shop with us online, we have everything you need for Can-Am, E-Z-GO, Club Car, and Yamaha. 0% financing available for qualified customers. Mike's Golf Carts and Power Sports in Douglas, Georgia. Lee Engineering and Construction Company in DuPont, Georgia has been a part of the community since 1935 and is proud to support Clinch County athletics. The prayer of the entire Lee Engineering family is that our Lord and Savior will richly bless our schools, community, and nation.
Carrot Collection Event Center in Pearson, Georgia is the premier event center for South Georgia and North Florida. Whether it's a quinceañera, wedding, reception, reunion, conference, concert, or other event, Carrot Collection Event Center has everything you need for that special event, including 25,000 square feet of space, a full catering kitchen, spacious restrooms, and stage. Call Chuck at 386-397-3708. Carrot Collection Event Center.
Dairy Queen is a proud part of our local communities and is cheering our sports teams on to championship seasons. Drop by before and after the game to say hello to Mr. Ash and his entire crew and enjoy the full Dairy Queen menu, including our famous grilled burgers, artisan-style sandwiches, and chicken strips. Cool off with our renowned smoothies, slushies, malts, and iced coffees. Try our fabulous desserts and take an ice cream cake home for that special occasion, or just to treat the family. Dine in or take out at Dairy Queen locations in Homerville, Blackshear, Folkestone, and Fernandina Beach. See you at the DQ.
You're watching Creekbox TV.
Good evening, everyone. Welcome back to Creekbox TV. I'm Alan Hanley. We're live here on Sports Talk. I got two of my good buddies. I got Coach Chase Daniels, coaches secondary for the Clinch County Panthers, also the head girls basketball coach, and I got my buddy, the long arm of the law, Coach Little Winston Peterson. He is athletic director and the defensive coordinator for Clinch County. Panthers coming off a big 13-0 win over Irwin County, the number one team in the state. Man, I don't know if y'all went back and watched the Creekbox, man. I was excited, man.
I heard you was a little excited.
I was just a little bit, man. The defibrillator out of man. Y'all, I didn't know how many timeouts we had.
Yeah.
Man, y'all, it worked out. Coach Tyson on the offense. I mean, It was a complete game. The defense, you know, you couldn't ask for a better game in the offense when it was time to step up. You know, they took the ball down the field and scored, man. And, you know, we got to get something on you're the athletic director. You got to get a timeout up there because we can't, you know, clock was running under 20 seconds.
Yeah, we wanted as much time to run off that clock as possible.
And then they come back and who had the pick six? I was
Jalen Priester.
Okay, I hope I got that right, man. But David was outside eating some of Miss Lisa's chicken and rice. He'd run out and Jimmy was getting, you know, David was making sure he didn't throw it away so he could take it home. He heard the crowd thing and he come running back in the trailer. He missed the last play. He was mad. So, but I mean, I know that was to end on that play.
Oh, yeah.
Because last year, if I remember, I think they had a pick six against us.
They did.
They did.
Yep.
You know, and that was a turnaround.
And you know, like anytime we play Irwin, it's always a close game. You know, and you know, they on the last couple of games, they've had the luck on their side.
That's right.
They've gotten the big play that changed the momentum or stuff like that. Now, most of the time, it don't go to 13 seconds left in the game before the momentum swings.
Right.
You know, we scored 13 points in 13 seconds.
Well, man, you look back and it's usually they would win and we'll win. They'll win. Now, they were on a two-game.
That's
you know,
right.
Of course, last year, man, they had a great team. They won state championship. And so it was time for us to win. You know, that's why it's a rival. You know,
Oh, yeah, most definitely.
But, man, coming out of the game, how we looking health-wise?
For the most part, you know, I mean, it was a tough game.
Yeah,
you know,
that's why I mean, it's physical.
We don't have any major injuries, but we've got a couple people who are sore and a couple knees that are sore, ankles that are sore. But we should be, nobody that's being held out.
And and a good thing is Lanier's not going to be a physical lineup toe-to-toe and run at us team. They're going to be a more spread team, I guess.
That's right. Yeah.
You know, they like to get it out five wide.
You know, that quarterback they got, he started as a freshman, and he's a senior this year. So,
is he?
Yep.
Well, he holds every record at Lanier.
He probably does. Yeah. I mean, he is a quality kid, great quarterback. You know. we just have to, like you say, we have to be ready, have to be prepared. Can't overlook anybody. It's like you said. Lakeland's had some hard times come on them. Since they got shut down, but they have a team that can give us fits.
Oh yeah, well, they jumped out the gate 3. I mean, we went through that, like you said, Winston. And Friday night, it looked like we'd finally played 3-4 games in a row.
Right.
We wasn't. I mean, it was like we played 4 quarters. Well, you have to play 4 quarters to beat a team like Irwin to begin with. But man, we had the momentum. The kids, the longer it went, the closer we stayed. Man, I know y'all
more
will know
you can feel it
you're
building.
sitting there, man, we can't give up one play.
That's right.
And whoever scores, it was one of them games. If
That's
you
right.
score, the other team's gonna hang that head.
Yeah.
And
That's right.
I do believe there'd have been more time in the game, which I know y'all are glad it wouldn't. That's like it happened to us last year in Irwin. It was
right.
0-0 at half, and they come out with physical game. Scored. The other team just takes a breath.
Scored, got a quick turnover, and they scored again.
But man, to have everybody healthy coming into this is the last game of the season, right?
That's right. Yep.
So
Playoffs will start the week after that.
and there'll be no open.
No bye week.
No bye week, anything like that. No.
Open counties, we don't have them on the schedule.
Nope.
Nope. You start right away. We'll play Friday and be getting prepared again on Sunday.
So there'll be 5 weeks of football left, regardless.
That's right.
Because-
Play right up till Christmas.
Yeah, man, I'm telling you. I mean, within days to Christmas. Because now this year, Winston, we don't have the power ranking. There'll be 4 teams out of the
That's
region.
right. We'll have 4 teams out of our region that'll make it.
And what's the standings now in our region?
As of right now, there's still some, with these last games coming up, but Irwin's still number 1, Brooks 2. We're sitting at 3 right now, and Turner would be 4 right now. But there's still some things that could play out and, shake-ups that could happen.
And I'm looking, if I'm a team, I wouldn't want to play none of these teams,
Oh, yeah. That's,
from our region.
yeah.
Turner's sitting
top-
there with 2 losses.
Yeah, top to bottom, our region is. It's tough. You got 4 quality teams right there, and we're talking about Lakeland. Probably got the best quarterback they've ever had. You got Atco in the mix. Charlton beat us
That's
this
right.
year.
That's right.
I'm telling you, top to bottom, this is a tough region. It's like you say, every week you're playing a quality football team.
Yeah, you don't have time to take a breath. Now so we won't know if we have another home game really until after Friday. It'll be pretty much, and then still it depends week to week.
Week to
Right.
week, that's right. Yeah. If everything stays on course, we'll finish 3rd, and we'll be traveling.
What region will we play?
That's Savannah region.
Yeah, I think we'll meet up with Region 3.
Region 3. Man, Class A is so competitive this year. I'm
It is.
looking. I had rather be in AA than I had Class A this year. I'm just telling you.
Oh, yeah,
you
I
got
mean, there's-
Metter. Apparently they are for real. They're undefeated.
Matter's
Then you got
undefeated.
Pelham,
Pelham
that's another
strong.
one. Brooks, Irwin, Turner,
Dublin.
Clinch, Dublin. I mean, boy, we got some exciting football left. But
We do.
of course, Chase, I know, Winston likes to play the run game. I'm sure you do too. You like to get you.
I'd rather them run the ball every play.
Get that safety in the box, and come up there and help run the sport like everybody does against us. It
That's
seems
right.
like, But man, this Friday, you'll be hoarse come Saturday. I'm sure.
Absolutely.
Because Lakeland will go spread, no huddle, 5 wide.
They're going to be throwing it and trying to spread us out and letting the quarterback scramble, and we got our work cut out for us.
Man, I know it. And the good thing about it, we've played 2 or 3 teams that actually do that to us. So at least we've gotten better. Y'all have done a great job this year in doing that, man. Just football doesn't seem like it. We're here. It's the last game.
That's
I
right.
guess it's been a long season. You look back. We've had 3 or 4 open weeks from
That's right.
the time we started till now. So.
Yeah, we talked about this a little on an earlier show. Just all the crazy stuff. I think we didn't play the original opponent in our first 4 games.
That's right.
And Then we had one of our makeup opponents that we had scrapped, and then we found the game on Thursday and played on Friday.
That's yeah,
You know?
And man, we were scheduled to play Appling County and Pierce County. Can you imagine with the schedule that y'all have already played?
Yeah, playing those.
Appling's ranked number 4 in AAA.
Yeah.
They play each other this week.
Oh, and that'll probably be for the region
That will be for the
championship.
region.
Pierce is ranked number 8. They were high as number 1 or 2 earlier in the year. I mean,
That's right.
man, boy.
We can build a schedule.
I'm telling you, man, that would have been bad. Looking ahead, though, we're healthy. I mean,
Yeah,
overall,
for the most part. Yeah, for the most part.
And man, now coming Friday, so we'll play Friday. Now, can you buy a ticket, Winston, at the game?
Yeah, the Lakeland is selling tickets at the game.
You have to wear a mask.
Yeah, you do have to wear a mask if you Lakeland or Lanier County Board of Education just implemented a rule, and if you do not have a mask, they're going to ask you to leave.
I got a text from Lori. I think tomorrow they got a middle school basketball game. It's mandatory to wear a mask at the basketball game.
Yeah,
So,
anything at Lanier County is mandatory mask.
So, and I'm going to get with you, Chase, because we're going to do some of the middle school basketball games on Creek Box. So you can buy a ticket, man. That's a good thing.
That's right, yep.
People show up, they want a ticket.
Yeah, you can show up at the gate and buy a ticket. Yep.
And then, of course, we'll be on Thanksgiving break Monday through Friday next week, Coach.
That's right.
So, man, we'll know.
We'll know Friday night who we're going to play, but we'll get the details out. Sometime next week who we're playing, when, where, and all their details and stuff.
And there's a little chance we could play at home.
Not the first round.
Not the first round.
Well,
Man, we had to
unless we move up to number 2, that'd be the only way we could play at home.
Man, it feels so good when you play home Thanksgiving.
Oh yeah, that's
week.
right.
We hadn't played on the road in Thanksgiving in a long time.
It's been a while. Yeah.
Excuse me. The other question I was going to ask, when was the last time we shut Irwin out? Or when was Irwin shut out last? That's everybody was asking me.
I couldn't tell you.
They ain't even lost to a single A school since we beat them in 2018 for state.
Man. So
Yeah, I couldn't tell you when the last time they've been shut out. They've been averaging about 40 points a game this year.
Well, I know in their last 4 games they were averaging over 50 points a game.
Yeah.
And man, that's just, everybody's proud. To win, but for the defense to hold them, they had 4 first downs in the whole game. 3 in the first half, 1 in the second half. Man, I know that's got to be a good feeling when the defensive coaches.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah.
Well, it's like you say, all the way back to when you coach. We preach. Don't let them run the ball. Don't
Give up the big play.
Yeah, don't give up the big play, and don't have silly penalties. And Friday night we did that. We didn't give up a big play, and there were a couple of close ones. We going back watching film. They had one play where we saved it with a shoestring tackle, and he was gone. Their guy was gone.
Let me ask you the one play that they complete the long pass from the 2-yard line. Mm-hmm. What was the penalty on that
The
play?
referee ran into a coach on their sideline.
But then, so they back it up to the line of scrimmage, or they backed it up
To
from
where the spot.
Well, it turned out it was to the 17-yard line. It was so we thought. I'm thinking, well, they just marked off a 15-yard penalty from the 2-yard line.
Yeah.
And to the 17-yard line. So that we couldn't figure out what that was.
Yeah. Anytime if you make contact with an official, it's an automatic 15-yard
We used to
penalty.
get that penalty all the time.
Well, we used to have to break Jim's britches trying to get him back.
Jim would jump up hollering at everybody else. And of course, it was his fault. Well, man, good luck Friday night. I appreciate y'all taking the time to come in here and be on Creek Box.
Always a good time.
Man, I hope we have y'all back here next week. We'll be talking some more football. So now it's after Friday night. Of course, you win Friday, then it's you win and you in. You lose, you're rolling out the basketball, Chase. We hope we got 5 more weeks to
That's
go.
right.
Then we'll bring you in to talk some more basketball.
Sounds good to me.
All right, man. We appreciate y'all tuning in, and we'll see you next week.
You're watching Creekbox TV.